Today we're going to talk about the Endgame box office. At this point, Disney is making so much money, they should be able to print their own. Welcome to Comic Power. I'm your host, Comic Killer 72. Welcome to another episode of The Quick Flip. This is the program where I go over comic book industry news in a very short period of time. Please subscribe to this channel. Be sure to click on the notification bell as well. It will let you know when a new video is posted in the future. Alright, now let's get right into it. The numbers are in for the Avengers opening weekend, and it came in at a staggering $350 million domestically. That is completely insane if you think about it. My prediction was only $265 million, so I lowballed it. Now let's put that in perspective. The Avengers Infinity War came in at $257 million, which knocked off the previous record of The Force Awakens, which was $247 million back in 2015. Disney is the parent company of both Lucasfilm and Marvel Entertainment. So the amount of money they're making over there at the House of Mouse is just completely insane. Like I said before, they should just be able to print their own money at this point. They have so much money, they should have paid those federal workers when we had that last government shutdown. And this crawl I'm showing you here is the top 5 grossing movies of all time. And I predicted that it would pass Infinity War and The Force Awakens as the number 3 movie and land somewhere around about $2.09 billion. But I think it's going to do better than that now. Due to bootlegging and streaming, I don't think that Avatar is going to get knocked off, but Titanic might. Avengers Endgame has basically turned into an event. So people that don't even watch comic book movies want to show up for this big event. It's like going to the Super Bowl. Well, what do I think about the film? Well, I'm not going to say anything that will sound like a spoiler. Go see it for yourself. And that brings us to the point of spoilers. At my YouTube channel, I have an embargo until May the 12th, 2019, to where I will not be talking about any specific plot points. This May 12th rule also applies to anyone speaking up in the comment section. But across the board on social media, please do not talk about this film in specifics. There are a handful of Facebook groups that I visit, and their administrators are saying the same thing. Do not post any spoilers. But apparently people keep on doing it anyway, and they've had to ban some people. My solution was just stay off Facebook and other social media until I've seen the movie. Because apparently some people are just too excited that they can't keep it to themselves and they want to talk about it and wind up ruining it for everyone else when they would be mad if someone ruined it for them. There's even a report about a man in Hong Kong who was talking about spoilers loudly outside the theater and he got beat up. How would you like to explain that to people at work? Hey Carl, how'd you get the black eye? Oh, I blabbed about Avengers Infinity War. Stupid me. So Avengers Endgame, Disney adds another $2 billion to their coffers. Thanos may have replaced Darth Vader as the most intimidating and popular science fiction villain of all time. And I can't wait to see what happens with the Avengers going forward in the future. That brings us to the speculation pick of the week. Yes! And the pick of the week for May 1st, 2019 is going to be Deceased, #1 from DC Comics. This is part 1 of a 6-part miniseries in which a technovirus has infected 600 million people, basically turning them into violent zombies. And Batman and the rest of our heroes have to take this on. It looks like what DC has given us is the Justice League meets The Walking Dead. So there's stuff that superhero fans will like, and there's stuff that horror fans will like here. So putting them both together is fantastic. DC is not going completely crazy with this. They're only giving us 4 different covers. Sometimes the big 2 just can't help themselves and just overdo it. The runner-up of the week is going to be Savage Avengers #1 from Marvel Comics. It's basically a team that's assembled by anti-heroes with Wolverine, the Punisher, Venom, Elektra, Voodoo, and Conan the Barbarian. I don't see how this really would work because it looked like they'd be trying to kill each other. But Marvel seems willing to try anything in the comics. It's part of their throw it against the wall and see what sticks strategy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But the name recognition attached to this, of course, is going to make you interested in picking up the first issue to see where it goes. And it's written by Jerry Duggan, who's a very good writer and probably underappreciated, so I would pick this up. And don't forget about Fallen World #1 from Valiant Comics. This tells a story after the collapse of the Empire of Japan in the 41st century. It picks up after the results of what happened in 4001 AD, the miniseries, so you have to read that first. Valiant Comics produces some top-tier science fiction that you should be following. Valiant's most high-profile property is Bloodshot, which is in development for a live-action movie dropping in 2020 starring Vin Diesel. If it's the hit that I expect it to be, then you're going to get more and more Valiant stuff in live action, which is great because we need more variety and not just the big 2 making movies. Alright, let me give you some details about a special spring sale going on at my eBay page. I have several DC Universe Rebirth #1s that are going on auction, and the auctions all start at 99 cents per book. And the auctions all end 10 minutes apart around 10 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, May 1st, 2019. I'll put links in the description if you want to get a piece of this action. The first one to end will be Harley Quinn #1. It's about 9.6 raw. The gang of Harleys and a Deadpool spoof called The Red Tool shows up. 10 minutes after that, you got Aquaman #1 with some amazing art, and he fights Black Manta. 10 minutes after that, the Flash #1 auction ends. And then 10 minutes after that, Wonder Woman #1 auction ends. And then 10 minutes after that, the Superman #1 auction ends. And of course, 10 minutes after that, the auction for Batman #1 ends. This is only the third time that Batman's been rebooted back to #1, by the way. And then finally, 10 minutes after that, the Justice League #1 auction ends. Once again, all of these books have a 99 cent auction start, and they all end between 10 and 11 p.m. Eastern Time, May 1st. But wait! There's more. I have a special 20% off sale on nearly 100 books under Buy Now. And that sale ends Friday, May 3rd, around 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if there's some things you've been watching out there and you're on the fence about, this is a good time to squeeze the trigger. I'm 100% feedback, by the way. I ship securely and very quickly. I give very strict grading estimates on what the books are when I sell them raw, so you can trust me to deliver. So in the description below, I'll have links for all of this stuff. So please visit my eBay page and please go see the Avengers movie, but don't spoil it for anyone. And please feel free to speak up on the comment section as long as you're not giving spoilers about the Avengers. You know the drill. Subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up, and share these videos on social media so others learn about the channel. And don't forget, I do sell comics at my eBay page listed here. One Stop Thrift and Comic Power are ran by the same guy. That would be me, Comic Killer 72. Special sales will have a link in the description. Once again, thank you to all my subscribers and viewers who support Comic Power. Until next time, this is Comic Killer 72 for Comic Power saying bye-bye.